TK. All right, we're gonna get started with some handwriting and phonics. We're over here at our screen area. This is gonna be our screen area that we're gonna use for classes right now. So we're gonna get started with our objective. Our objective is what we are going to learn. I can name things that begin with S. So we've got our sound hounds out. I'll do it on this side so you can see. Getting our sound hounds out today, and we're going to be thinking again about that beginning S sound, the S sound. So let's think about what we're going to need to use today to help us master this objective. So I've got our handy dandy magnet board, and I think today we're going to need to use our mouth. We're going to need to use our mouth to make that S sound to decide if words begin or don't begin with S. We're gonna need to use our eyes because we're gonna be looking at some pictures and we're gonna think, is that an S word? So we're gonna need to see them. We're gonna need to use our hands because we're gonna be writing S, we're gonna be cutting things out, gluing things, and we're gonna need to use our brain to think about the pictures that we see, listening to the S sound, and thinking if that's the S sound. And that reminds me, we're also going to need to use our ears. I'm missing my ears magnet. 1 second. And we're back with our ears magnet. We found our ears. So we're also going to be using our ears today to hear that S sound. Probably one of the most important parts of what we're doing today. So I'm really glad we were able to find it. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with our S song. I'm sure you guys are pros at it now. If you want, you could even take a video of yourself doing the S song and send it to me. I would love to see you guys doing the S song. So let's get started. There's that snake.
S.
S. For an S I make just a curvy little snake. For an S I make just a curvy little snake. And that snaky makes my knees a little shaky. For an S I make just a curvy little snake. For an S I make just a curvy little snake. For an S I make just a curvy little snake. And that snaky makes my knees a little shaky. For an S I make just a curvy little snake. All right, good job, you guys. Let's go ahead and move on to the next part of what we're doing. For this, I'm going to need everybody to get out their things that begin with S sheet, the one where you cut out the squares at the bottom and glue them either in the yes, it begins with S, or no, it does not begin with S column. So go ahead and get those out, and I'll get mine out so I can do it with you. All right, so now that we have this out, you're going to need a pencil to write your name, scissors to cut out your squares, and glue stick to glue it on the either yes, it begins with S, or no, it does not begin with S column. So let's go over our pictures first. We have a carrot, a sink, a sock, a ball, a sun, a heart, an octopus, and a submarine. Okay, so now we can go ahead and get started. I'm going to be doing mine on the computer since I can't cut and glue mine out. I don't have the sheet with me. I'm going to be doing it on the computer. So I'm going to begin by writing my name. You guys are going to do this with your pencil. I'm going to try my best to do it with my computer. Go back to being an S. There we go. And there's my O for Miss O. Now the next step is to trace your S's. So we're going to start at the red dot, trace along the dotted lines, make that curvy little snake here. Remember, lowercase s starts at the dotted line and goes to the bottom line. We're going to start at the red dot always, making sure our S's aren't floating, being super neat about it. And now we're ready to get started on sorting our words here, sorting our pictures. So remember, our objective is to be able to name things that begin with S. So we need to look at which things here begin with S and which do not begin with S. We're going to start with our carrot. Carrot. Does carrot start with the S sound? No, it does not. Carrot starts with a C sound. So our carrot is going to go on the bottom row. Now, I can't cut mine out, so I'm actually just going to draw an X here to let me know that it does not start with S. But your guys' job is to actually cut out the carrot and put it on the no, it does not start with the S column. Let's move on to our next picture. Our sink. Sink. Does sink begin with the S sound? Yes, it does. It does. So we would actually put it on our S column. So since it begins with the S sound, I'm actually going to draw an S right here so that I know it begins with the S sound. Let's do our next one. Sock. Sock. Does sock begin with the sound? Yes, it does. So we would put our sock into the S column. So since it begins with S, I'm going to write a little S here. Remember, you don't have to do that. You can just cut it out and glue it right into that S column up top. Let's do our next one. Ball. Ball. Does ball begin with the S sound? No, it doesn't. It begins with a B sound. So ball would go in our bottom row here under things that do not begin with S. So I am going to draw an X here because I know that ball does not begin with S. We're going to move on to the next row, which starts with sun. Sun. Does sun begin with the S sound? Yes, it does. It does begin with S. So we would cut out our sun and put it in the row of things that begin with S. So I'm going to write an S here so that I know it starts with S. Let's go to our next picture. Heart. Heart. Does heart begin with the Heart does not begin with S. It begins with a H sound. So we're going to put an X over our heart. Let's look at our octopus. Octopus. Does octopus begin with the S sound? No, it does not. It begins with the O sound. So we're going to put an X here, and you guys can cut it out and put it under the it does not begin with S column. Last one, let's look at our submarine. Submarine. Does submarine begin with the S sound? Yes, it does. It does. So you can cut out your submarine, put it on the top row of things that begin with S, and then we are all done. Now you can color in your picture and take a picture of it, send it to me, and I'm so excited to see it. I'd also love to see all of your S work for the week. So that includes the S book, the flip book, and the writing that goes along with it, some S practice letters, and your mini book. So go ahead, send over all the work you have done so I can see what an awesome job you're doing. And if you want to send a video of you doing the S song, I'd love to see that too. All right, keep up the good work, TK. You're doing awesome.